My name is Carmen. Today we have a reading for you about somebody who seems to be distancing themselves from you, but it feels like it's more than just you that they have chosen to distance themselves from. So you may be asking, why is this person growing distant? Why are they uninterested in seeing me? Or why do I have to beg them to talk? Or maybe you've already been actually blocked by this person. But this message is just letting you know that the person that you're dealing with or not dealing with anymore is off in their own little dreamland. No thoughts, just vibes. Disassociation, emptiness, floating. They're blocking everyone, and I think it's because they know whatever behavior they're deciding to embrace, it's not approved, or other people give them a little bit of a hard time for it, right? Hello, Rachel. Hello, Key Controller. Hello, Dracula. Hello, Tiana. How are we doing? LOL. That's fine, Key Holding. You don't have to care. Ruth, you may do a super chat if you want me to do a personal question for you. That would be after the general reading though, so in about 35 minutes or a little bit less. Let's dive in. We're gonna start with the Royal Fez or the Moroccan Tarot. What else do we have? Hello, Shayla. How are you doing? Have you all enjoyed your weekend so far? I might have been looking at cats earlier. Got a little distracted. So we have the Star and the Hierophant. Oh, sorry. The Emperor in the reverse. So we have somebody who has a lack of self-control at this time. I don't think it's a coincidence that we have somebody who may be kind of stuck in fantasy land. So this could be one of two things. The energy I'm picking up on is either somebody who is engaging in behavior that could be considered troublesome because of a substance, or it could be, I know you wouldn't support me being in this relationship, so I'm not gonna tell you what I'm doing. Hello, Rob, how are you? Hello, Patrick, I hope you're enjoying your day. Hello, Malusi. Oh, that's awesome, Rachel. Hey, Far Oil, Far Owl. I'm gonna delete your comment. It seems ill-intentioned. And just remind you that this is an 18+ live chat, so make sure that you are of age and also being respectful. Hello, Hannah. How are we doing? Hannah No Bacon. We've got, ooh, that's so interesting. So I misread the Emperor as the Hierophant, and the Emperor came out in the reverse, and now the Hierophant has come out in the reverse. So this is somebody who has worked on themselves. Either they have tried to address some mental health issues, or perhaps even substance issues or relationship issues, and now they're like, whoops, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm not going to stick to the things that I said I wanted for myself. I'm going to throw caution out the window and do whatever I feel like. Hello, Hazel. How are you doing? Hello, Steven. Hello, Laura. What's up? What else do we have? Six of Swords in the reverse. Seven of Wands. So this person is basically isolating themselves because they know, if I tell you what's going on in my life, you're just going to yell at me, you're just going to judge me. I don't really want to admit what's going on or listen to you telling me that I'm messing up. So I'll just keep you at a distance, and then no judging will happen. Hello, Neo. Hello, Anthony. How's your weekend? The King of Cups. The King of Wands in the reverse. This is someone who knows that you care about them. And it is because you care about them that you would be upset if you were to know what's going on in their current life. So have you done something to upset this person to, basically cause the distance here? No, all you've done is care about them and want to see them happy. So instead of keeping you apprised of their current activities, they're walking away to avoid that issue. Hello, Ventura. I meant to be on yesterday and it was a really, really tiring day. So because you've been patient, I have your question still written down. Ventura, if you have a second question, I will add it for you since you have been so patient and I appreciate you. Hello, Waden. How are you doing? Thank you. I appreciate that. Hello, McFinn. Hello, Nayla. How are we doing? What else do we have? Ten of Wands. And the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. If you were to know what this person is doing with their time, you would feel perhaps that you had wasted your time when you tried to help this person or when you successfully did help this person. They don't want to feel that guilt. They don't want to see, judgment in your eyes or listen to a speech about how they need to do something differently. They already know they've messed up. They already know they've made the wrong choice. Hello, Orion. How are you doing? I don't know if I said that right. Hello, Aveda. Thank you, Hannah. Let me add that for you. Tuesday or Friday? Week 1, 2, or 3. Awesome. I've added that for you. Thank you, Rachel, for clarifying. Is it Men in Black? Is that what you're referring to, Rug? So we have a very loud neighbor, apparently. We have the Four of Swords in the reverse and the High Priestess. So in order to keep my life as it is currently a secret from you because I feel like you would judge me or you would feel upset about it, I have decided to basically pretend that we don't have a connection, a friendship, or whatever it might be. Let's see what else we've got. This is the Pulp Tarot. Sleep Well Key Controller. Emperor in the reverse, again. Lack of control. The Hermit and the Tower. Because they view you as this hermit energy. You know how to navigate difficult waters. You have endured some difficult things, learned some tough lessons, and they admire you. So if I have changed my, choice, changed my behavior, fallen back into old ways, I don't necessarily want you to know about it. All right, so what else? You're going to hear from somebody else within the family or the social circle that they have also been ignored. We had plans and then they were canceled last minute, or there was like a no call, no show. I don't know what's going on either. And this is going to be confirmation for you that it isn't that you said or did something to upset this person. You aren't the main reason for that issue. It's that they're hiding from people. Hello, Sid. I have deleted your message because it is a repeat. Please do not spam the live chat. Hello, Simran. You can put a super chat through with your request and I will add you to the list. 7 of Wands. Ace of Pentacles and the Lovers. There was an opportunity here that this person was offered. It could be a new job. It could be a new relationship. It could be a new way of approaching things. But they were faced with a decision that ended up being problematic and they lost control, or they gave up something that they'd been working towards. Hello, Manganado. How are you doing? Very kind of you. Thank you. Hello, Minotaur. Or Minotaur? How do I pronounce it? Thank you. I appreciate that, Donovan. Hello, Danny. How's your day going? What else do we have, please? We have the Hanged Man. So, yes, other people have stopped hearing from this individual as well. There's a negative influence in this person's life. It's like they have a devil on one shoulder and an angel on the other, and they view you as the angel who would be disappointed to hear that the devil is the one they're taking advice from. They see you as somebody who is very smart. So even if they tried to tell you everything was fine, they feel like you're too perceptive. You would realize that something was up. So they've literally decided it's better for me if you think I'm mad at you than if you were to know the real reason why I'm avoiding you. Hello, Shane. How are you doing? 5 of Wands in the reverse, 3 of Wands in the reverse. You didn't do anything. This person holds you in high esteem or high regard. They look up to you. They don't want you to be judgy or like look down on them. This is the Lucid Dreams Tarot. Oh, that sounds like fun. What else do we have? Another 5 of Cups. Queen of Pentacles and another Hierophant in the reverse. So they do seem to feel unloved or upset with themselves. There's some pessimism that's taking over their outlook. They feel like you are this Queen of Pentacles energy where you embody that like forward movement. You're working on yourself. You know, find a better path. So if I were to admit that I lost my way or, you know, some temptation has got me a little bit distracted, then I feel like you would judge me. Hello, Scott. Hello, Centric. Hello, erotic. What's up? Please call me Carmen Shane. And we have the Tower. As some of you have said in the live chat, it's not your place to judge. Even if this person has taken a step backward or 2 steps backward, even if they are facing a bit of a chaotic chapter because they have given in to temptation, I don't feel like you would judge them. I feel like you would try to help them. But they are believing the worst. They're assuming that you would make them feel guilty. King of Swords, 4 of Swords in the reverse, and the 9 of Cups in the reverse. Be cautious because some of you may be tempted to reach out. You may feel like there's a way to sidestep a block, or if they're just plain ignoring you, by saying, hey, you know, if something difficult has happened, I'm, you know, here and capable of helping you get through it. They may be particularly sensitive at this time and kind of fly off the handle like, how dare you assume something bad is going on? But the truth is, this is someone who's exhausted from the cycle they've got themselves into. Whether that's a toxic relationship or a behavior, they're unhappy, they're frustrated, and they feel like they can't talk to anyone. So I do feel like they would benefit from hearing from you. Thank you for sharing that 1-800 number, Rachel. I appreciate you. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, and Judgment. They feel a bit hopeless right now. There's financial issues happening, but they have an opportunity to go through a spiritual awakening. They have the opportunity to benefit from a wake-up call or a reality check. And even though they have been distancing themselves from you or even outright blocking you, you may be instrumental to their decision to reclaim that power that they had. Hello, Egyptian Empress. How are you doing today? We have Queen of Cups and the Lovers. So even though you may be a little bit confused why they're acting the way that they're acting, even though it may be something that feels hurtful because you've been supportive and compassionate towards this person, just know that in this moment, they need more of that. It's not your responsibility to pick them up and heal everything for them, but you do have a gift that helps people make the right decisions and to feel the love that they may struggle to find in life. No worries, Rachel. 4 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. So they're guarded and not talking to many people, but they're in a difficult situation financially. They may ask to borrow money, or they may be associating with individuals they don't really trust in hopes that they can get the money or the things that they need. But hearing from you would be really important for them to be able to recognize that they could move in a different direction, choose a different path, get back onto the path they were on before, right? Four of Wands in the reverse. And the Knight of Wands. They don't feel welcome. They don't feel like they can connect with anybody. They do have a lack of support. They've gotten into an argument with a family member and they feel like they have to like run away, vacate, go elsewhere, deal with things on their own. It's not easy. Hello, how's it going, SMA? That's an interesting approach, Dennis. Hello. Oh, I think I did say hello to McFinn, did I not? This is the Path of Shadows. Vampire. In the night's embrace where desires ignite, my hunger keeps consuming all in sight. Necromancer. Amidst the whispers of the dead where mysteries are spread, what should have been gone still here remains. Hello, Bobby. From Scotland. That's awesome. I hope I get to see that country someday. Venomous Garden. Beauty conceals truth beneath captivating lies. Beware the allure of the dangers that in the shadows lie. Part of the issue is our Emperor in the reverse has a social circle that probably should be forgotten about. So maybe they stopped talking to some friends or stopped dealing with an ex and then reconnected with them. And this has contributed to the chaos or the toxic energy, right? This is the Visconti de Moderne. What else do we have, please? Page of Swords in the reverse. This person is likely to not contact you first. This person feels like they are not good enough for you. Eight of Wands is in the reverse. If I communicate with you, I feel like it's only a matter of time before you judge me or you can see that I've gone back to that ex that I talked to you about. Or I've picked up some old behaviors that I should have left. Judgment in the reverse. I did something I shouldn't have. They're too nervous that you will judge them harshly. So if you were to reach out, perhaps in a way that is not your usual way of reaching out, you might be able to actually get this person to understand that you do care about them. It's not that you need to see them make every choice the right way or that they need to be perfect, but that you simply just care about them. You want to see them be happy. They're too fixated on the idea of you being upset or judging them. This is the Medieval Feathers Tarot. What else do we have? The Queen of Swords. Position. They think you're incredibly smart. They sometimes wish that they were you, but they also feel like your perceptiveness is a bit of a barrier. Like, I can't lie to you, so even if I tried to make it seem like everything was like just hunky-dory, no problems here, you would be able to pick up on the fact that I was not being honest. But what they seem to be struggling with is making the right choices for their finances. That sounds pretty exciting, Tiana. Did you name it? The Fool in the reverse. The King of Swords and the Empress in the reverse. They are lashing out at others. It's easier for them to feign like that there's some sort of problem between them and somebody else than to admit what's really wrong. I don't want you to try to mother me. I don't want you to try to fix me. I don't want you to judge me. This person seems to have you all wrong, though, because from what I can tell, you are an accepting individual. You're not out here trying to judge people. If you can be a source of support, at the very least emotionally, for this person, you want to be able to do that. But they have their guard up. They have implemented some boundaries. What else? Four of Swords, restriction. Temperance in the reverse. Because they've lost control, they feel like they have to be at a distance. Hello, Magic. How are you doing? Let's get a few from the Love Oracle. What else do we have? And Ventura, if you're still out there, let me know if you have figured out a second question. And we'll start the personal questions in 8 minutes or less. Obsession, exhaustion. So this obsession card could talk about an ex, right? Getting back together with someone they shouldn't have, but it also says addiction at the bottom there. So take the energy out resonates with your situation. But this person's just like completely lost, feeling like they don't have much energy. Feeling like things are getting more difficult. Sorry, I can tell my light is losing power, so I had to light another candle. What else do we have? This person misses you. They wish that they didn't have to stay so distant. They wish that they had made better decisions. And they wish they could be more like you. Even if it's platonic, they view you as a soulmate. For many of you, this could be a more romantic connection, though. Depth, awareness, importance, and value. You're one of the few people that the Emperor in the reverse has dealt with that made them feel valued and cared for. Ah, perfect. If I start a business of my passion, will it succeed? Thank you. I appreciate that. Hello, Mosh. All of my links are in the description box, like my second channel, or how to find the candles that I make, or how to become a member so you can get additional readings. Hello, Destin. How are you doing? Beauty, charming, graceful, kind-hearted. This is how they see you. They find you attractive, but they also find that like Queen of Cups energy that you possess rare. Most people don't seem to care too much about them. So they've been chasing thrills, whether that is of the substance variety or the lust variety, which could be, of course, like a toxic ex, right? I'm doing well. Thank you, Dustin. All right, let's see what else we've got. We're going to go with the Fairy Lenormand. Hello, DFA. How are you doing? Hey, Shane. It seems like you don't know how to read. Or listen. I've asked you to call me Carmen. Rachel has asked you to call me Carmen. If you insist on referring to me like I'm some pet, I'm going to block you, okay? Hello, Alex. How are you doing? Yep. DFA knows. I don't ask much, okay, Shane? But I do believe that I am the only person that can decide what I am called. You want to call me that behind my back? I can't do anything about that, but you on my channel. So, you know. I really should get a whip, shouldn't I? Yeah, just a little... 15, the bear. And 4, the house. You are home to this person, or you have been in the past. They feel like you are stronger than anybody they've known, and like a heart of gold. They feel comfortable around you, and yet they are terrified that you will judge them. So there's a little bit of a gap there where they're kind of like assuming that you're going to act like other people, feeling like, you know, that judgment would happen when they should know better. They should know that that's not really your style, right? So whether it's platonic or romantic, if you have an opportunity, show this person some love and support. They need it. They're going through it right now. And they are nervous about how you would view them if they were honest about what's going on for them. Oh, thank you, DFA. That's very kind of you. Constant vloggers. Oh, Rachel, you are the best. Tiana, I do have a free question to give away. So if you have a question, you let me know, Tiana. And that would be courtesy of Manganado. And DFA, if you would like to be a moderator, you let me know. Let me upgrade you. Hello, Sabrina. How are you doing? All right, so we've got Ventura up first, then Hannah No Bacon. And then if Tiana accepts that freebie, she would be up next after that. So for Ventura, will I make a great female friend by the end of the month? Yes, I do see that happening. We have the 7 of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. It feels to me like this friendship is forged on some sort of similarity or similar experience, something that you have in common. So it doesn't have to be someone you meet initially in person. It could be a book club that meets online. It could be a subreddit. It could be someone who's chatting with you while gaming. I don't know. Depends on where you access socially. But I feel like there's something that you have in common with this person and then things take off. but it's friendship. Four of Wands. And the Nine of Wands. This is someone who is like protective of their friends. Sounds good. Dun, dun, dun. You have been knighted. Yes, it could be work. And Rachel's asking, should Hannah no bacon be Hannah sausage? I think Hannah is in charge of that. If I get to decide what people call me, then I would want to make sure Hannah's okay with it. My understanding is Hannah is okay with the Hannah no bacon. Okay, and then if Ventura starts a business with Ventura's passion, will it succeed? We have the Knight of Wands in the reverse and the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. This is discouraging you at this time. Is it because the market is difficult? It's because the cost of doing business may be more than you are ready to sign up for or more than you expect. So is this something that could be a success later in life? This is saying you would do better with a partner. Someone else who has a similar passion or even like a related passion to make things more foolproof or recession proof. Does Ventura already know somebody that could be like that? You do already know somebody who would potentially be a good fit for this, but again, the timing may be a little bit of an issue. So do some planning. You can do some preparations, but the timing of it is very important. Because I see right now, if you were to do it, there would be some financial frustrations or even a loss. So do whatever research you can now. Is there like a middle ground? Are you able to cook for somebody else? Learn from that situation and then own your own? The party Stinson and me. I love it. You're funny. Hello, Gab. How are you doing? Oh, you're so welcome, Rachel. Hey, Frosty Fire. Are you okay? Do you need a barf bag? Perhaps a slap on the back to help you continue coughing up the fur ball? For Gab, we've got, ooh, I'm so sorry you're going through that. Changes. Advice. I got you, Gab. And if anybody out there can send some positive energy towards Gab, I very much so appreciate that. But yeah, Ventura, it looks like there's a way for you to work towards that. Yes. And then there is someone I see you working closely with that minimizes the difficulty, right? Yes, thank you for the likes and subscribes. That means a lot to me. All right, let's see. And thank you again, Ventura, for your patience. Let's see what we've got for Hannah No Bacon. For Hannah, do we want Tuesday or Friday? Tuesday or Friday? Friday. There is the potential for some attempt with regards to illusion, whatever that means. Somebody who's hiding something or making things. Okay, so like the way it's coming through for me is like if you make plans with a friend and then they don't tell you that they're bringing their like significant other along. You know what I mean? So there may be like a surprise factor along with Friday, but it's still the better option. And week 1, 2, or 3. Is 1 the best? No. Is 2 the best? Yes. 2 is the best. With the Hanged Man. We have 9 of Wands in the reverse, Hanged Man, High Priestess in the reverse. If 2, for whatever reason, you can't make that work, 3 is better than 1. So I hope that is helpful. Aw, thank you. I appreciate you, Ventura. Hello? Did I say hello to Darnell? I don't know if I did. Thank you, DFA. Let me add that for you. Best course of action. Moving forward. Oh no, I have an itch on my foot. I can't get it. With Tyler. Is there anything I should know? I should know that will help decide if I should or shouldn't want to. Awesome. I've added that for you. Thank you. And then we also have Burton. How you doing, Burton? How's training going? What are Nikki's feelings? Will I see her again? Thank you, Burton. I have added that for you. And let's see, did we ever get a question from Tiana? I think she may have stepped out. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that's so cool, Burton. Well, I hope it went well for you. And hello, Hannah Bacon. Hello, Erin. How are you doing? All right, so you're so welcome, Hannah No Bacon. Thank you, DFA. I appreciate you. So I have a free question to give away. The first person who tells me their favorite kind of taco in the live chat gets the question. That's how we're giving it away. And Tiana, you lost. You snooze, you lose. It happens, you know? We're gonna go with the B tarot. A street taco. That's an excellent choice, Erin. And you have won. I'm gonna pull some cards for you. We'll see what we get for you. Oh. Also makes me want a street taco now. LOL, Sabrina. We've got Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, Queen of Jars, which is the Queen of Cups, by the way. The Moon, the Nine of Swords, and the Ace of Jars in the reverse. I feel like somebody is worried about you. Who is this? This is somebody who is not on good terms with you. So maybe it's somebody who probably needs to apologize, or maybe this is somebody who said something that they wish they didn't. But I feel like they're normally able to contact you, and at this point they don't feel like they can. Or for a decent period of time, they were very close to you, and now they feel like they're very distant from you. That's funny. I wonder if it's just because of the Cuban sandwich. Thank you, Hannah Bacon. How's the month of September looking? Awesome. I've added that for you. Oh, that does sound pretty good. So this person, Aaron, is wondering if they need to do something. I feel like they want to do something to help you, perhaps with like finances or general support. Like, hey, do you need a hug? Do you need someone to talk to? Do you need somebody to like, you know, just be there? They want to offer you something, but they're nervous. Why are they nervous? Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. They don't know how to approach you. So if Aaron knows who this is, should Aaron reach out to them? No. They'll reach out to you. They're just trying to work out how to do it. So I hope that's helpful. This person is thinking about you. You might see little signs like the song that makes you think of them, or their favorite movie is advertised, that kind of thing. How is my son? Okay. We got a double Hannah situation. And Hannah No Bacon, how is the rest of this month looking? Awesome. I've got those for you. Thank you to the Hannahs. Oh, you're so welcome, Erin. Hello, 8-Bit. How are you doing? How's your weekend? I'm good. I made a really delicious smoothie today. I've decided that from now on, I only want smoothies if they have little pieces of date in it. It's my new favorite thing. Okay, so let's see what we've got for Gab. This is the Meta Muse Tarot. All right, so Gab, I'm sending you a hug first and foremost. What does Gab need to know with regards to these changes? It makes you mad at first, or it's frustrating at first, but it's paving the way for an opportunity or a leveling up. It feels like a loss. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. But this is saying, if you can, hold back on the freaking out. I don't want you to do what I think you're going to do and freak out. This is like, give it a minute. Five of Wands in the reverse. There's going to be an opportunity for introspection or resolution. And with our King of Swords, with the elephant ears, you're being advised to keep your ears open. You know, you could probably like watch too, But you're going to hear something that's important. My light is going to go out. So hold on. It's battery operated. That's my bad for choosing that. Oh, that's awesome, Aphid. I hope it goes well. So, Gab, we've got the Princess or the Page of Cups, the Sun in the reverse, the Five of Pentacles, and Strength. So what I'm seeing in my mind is a snake that is shedding. Like, you might get freaked out, and if you have a pet snake and it's shedding and you'd never dealt with that before, you might be like, oh my God, what's going on? Things are changing for a reason, and it's to clear away the things that are not meant to be in your life and make space for the good things. So even though it's kind of like a page from Calvin and Hobbes where the dad was like, it builds character. That's what this is saying. It's going to be for the best towards the end, right? I know, as soon as I said it, I was like, oh, but I see what I see. So you're walking away from something that feels cozy and comfortable without realizing that the end destination is an upgrade. So stay focused on that, like, long term, right? All right, let's see what we've got for DFA. Welcome to the Moderator Constabulary. Yeah, you gotta feed them mice though, right? That'd be a little challenging. Hello, Judy. How are you doing? Have a good night, Rachel. Oh, I'm glad, Gab. You got this. So DFA is asking, what is the best course of action moving forward with Tyler? This is saying there is going to be an opportunity for you to lose your temper. Maybe 2 opportunities for you to lose your temper. And you are being encouraged to hush. Be quiet. There's more to the story. So there's a possibility you react to a situation or you react to something being said without realizing that there's more to come. Knight of Swords in the reverse, 2 of Swords, Magician in the reverse. This would be like, I'm trying to think of a good example. This would be like saying no to an invitation because you're assuming that whoever's inviting you is, I don't know, gonna be a bad host. And you don't realize they're giving away gift bags with your favorite things ever. There's something here where you're tempted to be like, that's lame, F you and the horse you rode it on. But in reality, there's like a second part to it. Or the intentions may be misconstrued. So this is saying, just like sit back and relax for a little bit and see what else comes through before you make a decision. Hello, Funny, how you doing? Is there anything that DFA should know to help decide if I should or shouldn't want to? You might not like this answer, but this is saying, no, there isn't more that you need to know right now. Right now, you are meant to have a little bit of a question mark. I don't like it when they do that, but I understand the necessity of it because this is kind of like if you were helping your 7-year-old with their homework and you decided, I know the answers to those math questions, and the sooner we're done with their homework, the sooner I get to watch my show. You're defeating the purpose of the homework, which is to get your kid to know how to do the math, right? So this is like, we could give you those answers, but then you don't get the benefit of figuring that out. You're supposed to figure that out yourself. I'm sorry, I don't like it when it does that, but this is like, you're going to do just fine making this decision. Give yourself credit. But it's like, it's coming through as don't judge a book by its cover. There's more information, right? Funny, the only way to tip is via YouTube. I do let some people do Cash App or PayPal, but I don't have a way by email, so I don't know what you mean by that. Okay, I got you. We do have the Tower, which means there's going to be some sort of shift that you may not expect. So like grab your popcorn, right? Hello, Fridge. How are you doing today? Am I going to get better paid job? I sure hope so. That I love. And I've added that for you. Thank you. All right, let's see. Let's see what we've got for Burton. All I heard was popcorn. No, DFA. I drink Dr. Pepper like it's going out of style. I actually don't drink as much as I used to be honest. But I do love Dr. Pepper. I'm working on drinking more water. It'll happen. Is MMR truly interested in a relationship with me? Thank you, Fridge. I appreciate you. Got that added. Yeah, I don't know. I've tried some of the like offshoot Dr. Peppers that are like, you know, strawberries and cream, or I think they had like a black raspberry or something. No, just give me the regular Dr. Pepper, please. All right. What are Nikki's feelings for Burton? Nine of Pentacles, King of Swords, the Sun, and the Page of Cups. Ooh la la. She likes you. She wants to kiss you. Nine of Pentacles is like, it can be somebody who is a single person that gets attention, or like there's magnetism, right? Hello, Jamaica. How are you doing? This is someone who feels like you're smart. There are some inappropriate questions that this person has about you that I don't feel I can share on YouTube. Something along the lines of, what would it be like if you and I were to fill in the blank? She admires your intelligence. The Sun is a happy card, but it is also about somebody who is enlightened, right? So you had good conversation. It impressed her. But there's also a like, I wonder what you like. How many clothes? Did you catch that one? Page of Cups. Page of Cups is like an offer. But there's hesitation here. So what's this hesitation? There's hesitation because it's like, I've dealt with people who are intelligent before, but they were not emotionally intelligent. So I want to know, are you worth it? Will Burton see Nikki again? I'm showing yes. It may be a little bit of a struggle. You might have to plan and then replan or reschedule. But I do see you seeing each other again. I like that for you, Burton. And I hope the rest of your weekend goes well. Thank you, Funny. It's true. Let me, you added that at the right time, Hannah. Tips for current job. Will I ever make more money here? Because I'm about to start your reading. Awesome. Okay. So we're going to go with the Yoshitaka Mono. For Hannah Bacon, what will September be like for Hannah? Hello, Anya Unknown. How are you doing? Why would you make me want that 8-bit? That's so cruel of you. What does September offer Hannah Bacon, please? There's an ending here in September, or perhaps the end of August. That means September has this like opening act type energy. But with the Two of Wands, there's planning. With the King of Pentacles, greater financial security. But be cautious, because what I'm seeing is money getting better, and then I get a little bit too excited about it. I spend too much, and then I have to be like frugal again. So this is saying planning, probably because it's like anticipate a little bit more money in September, or anticipate feeling comfortable with the amount of money that you have, but take away like 20, squirrel it away, or act like it's not there, and you'll be grateful for it. Yeah, Four of Pentacles in the reverse. There's a risk of feeling like a financial pinch after like a really good tip night, right? And we have the High Priestess in the reverse. I feel like this is someone talking about you in a negative way. Hanged Man in the reverse. Five of Cups. Why are they talking about Hannah? Don't they know that I will slap them? Don't you be talking about my Hannah. This is someone who has regrets, but they don't like to admit that they did something wrong. So it's like they feel they can talk about you and make you look bad to feel better about the situation. Is this a friend? Yes. A friend or someone that you used to be closer to, right? Seven of Cups, Four of Cups. So I do feel like they're going to fail at trying to like make you look bad. I think they're not a good liar. Four of Cups, they're going to get rejected. Like, okay, or whatever, Billy. No one believes you anyways. Doesn't have to be named Billy. But this person, they're going through it, and they blame you for some reason. And how is Hannah Bacon's son doing? looks to be a little bit lazy. So not super busy, just kind of chilling. But there is also something that looks like an argument. That makes him feel like he's on his own. Is this having to do with his father at all? Yes. So this could be like, hey, I told you to clean up your room and you haven't, so like no video games for a week or something like that. There's like an overreach. So your son feels like that's a little bit much. Why, like, what are you really mad at? Why are you taking it out on me? Is the dad stepping over or like overstepping? Yes. So your ex is upset about something and kind of is overly harsh towards your son. And will Hannah Bacon ever make more tips the current place? No. I'm seeing an issue with regards to basically the average customer. It's like, I'll smile, but I'm not going to tip you what I probably should. Sorry. I just don't feel like it. Is there a better place for Hannah? Yes, you'll find it. But it would be good for you to look. And it may be hand in hand with you being able to find a different place to live, right? Hello, Green. Hello, Kaiser. How you doing? I am indeed. I don't know what that means, Rocky, but welcome to the live chat. Oh, you mean like advice? My bad. So let me phrase it differently then. Is there... No. Do you go up to people who are getting married and ask if you could be their like maid of honor? That's weird. No. I don't know you. So for Hannah Bacon, what does Hannah Bacon need to know about current work? What I'm seeing is like a boat that has a hole in it. There's a hole in my bucket, dear Eliza. So, I mean, kind of the same message is that, you know, there are some issues here, but it's a difficult setup or environment. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. There's a lot of issues here. Did it listen to me? I don't think it did. Okay, there. That's perfect, Kamikaze. So the tip is basically like, keep your head above water. Do what you can, but this is not the long-term situation. Four of Swords is in the reverse. It's like you could like recommend something that could improve the flow of operations, and someone would be like, yeah, that's nice, whatever, I'm not doing that. So keep in mind that you can do well within where you are, but there's a different job that you are meant to switch to. Thank you, William. What does my future in love look like And what steps should I take before getting into a relationship? And more about my love. Awesome. I've added that for you, William. Appreciate you. Thank you, Kaiser. I'm adding that for you now. What are EK's two current thoughts and feelings for me? Two intentions. I've added that for you. Thank you, Kaiser. Hello, Carrie. How are you doing? Hey, look at that, DFA. We did the same punishment. You're natural. No worries. Oh, let me add that, William. Do I have a future in writing? I've got that for you. Muchas gracias. Thank you, Sabrina. Sorry, y'all. Oh, that's so kind of you. Thank you, Sabrina. You did, DFA. I saw it. All right. So, Hannah Bacon, I hope that is helpful. The tips seem to be, or the advice seems to be like, do what you can, get the experience that you need, but there's someone else that you were meant to go. Let's see what we've got for Hannah No Bacon. How is the rest of the month looking for Hannah No Bacon, please? Oh, you're so welcome, Erin. How is the rest of the month looking for Hannah No Bacon, please? Emperor in the reverse. The moon. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Five of Cups in the reverse and the Ace of Swords. Hold on, I'm thirsty. Okay, better. There's something that you don't have control over, Hannah No Bacon. Something that someone is like intentionally keeping from you. Is this work related? So this would be like work or family related. This person feels like this is for your own good. Are they being honest about that? Yes. There's an action that you're going to need to take. And it feels like you shouldn't. This is weird. This is like somebody saying, yeah, we don't really need you to come in this day. And you're like, well, that's weird because like you're going to pay me for it. Like, are you sure I'm not going to get fired for that? Or, yeah, you know, we're supposed to be helping your cousin deal with this mess after a party. I don't know, but you don't need to do it. I feel like there's some drama that's happening with other people and you don't need to be there. So it's like, instead of feeling excluded, know that this is somebody who's like shielding you from something that would be really awkward. Is it about something that happened to someone? Yes. So there's a risk of you being like, well, that's really weird, and, you know, wanting to ask more. It's okay. This person's right about that. And I feel like you're going to find out the truth eventually anyways. So I liken it to pin the tail on the donkey. You're going to deal with the blindfold. You're not going to know what's going on. You're going to be like, I don't know, guys. I might be pinning the tail on, like, your face. But here's where I think it goes. And then you pull the blindfold back and you see where it actually went, right? So you're going to get some sort of insight on this afterwards. But initially, you're going to feel a little bit excluded. And that's okay. Do a puzzle. Go shopping. Eat a Tres Leches cake. Damn it. Why did I say that? Now I want one. Not fair. But it'll be okay. And you're going to find out afterwards what happened, right? I think you are right, Erin. All right. Let's see what we've got for fridge. We're going to go with the Dragon's Tarot. Am I going to get a better paid job that I love? For fridge, will there be a better paid job that fridge loves? This is basically telling me, no, you have to choose. Do you want the better pay or do you want to love it? At least for the near future. You can find a job that pays you better, but it's stressful. Or you can take a little bit of a pay cut or not have as much focus on the salary or the pay and work with some industry or people that you really enjoy. But as of right now, it's tricky to get both. We have the Devil in the reverse, the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Hermit. You'll gain some experience. And after your resume is a little bit more robust, then I see you having more gold. Gold. To be honest, this feels like years, and I'm sorry for saying that because I know you would much rather hear that it's sooner, but focus on getting the experience that you want, right? And is MMR really interested in a relationship? Ooh, let me write down Mariah's question real quick. Oh, Lisa, what's up? How are you doing? Guidance and love reading. Sounds good. Thank you, Lisa. Is MMR really interested in a relationship with Fridge, please? Yes, and I love that it hit. So when it makes that noise, it's because it's hitting this part of the wand that I use for the wind chimes. I even like how that sound. Yes, this person is interested in a relationship. Not only that, but we have the Magician and the Ace of Swords. If there is a card in the 78 cards of a tarot deck that would most represent yes for me, it's the Ace of Swords. Yes, they're interested in a relationship, and with that Magician, it's like, I know how to approach the relationship too. I know how to be a good partner. So I like this. I say good stuff is, you know, ahead with regards to the MMR opportunity in love. All right. Thank you, Fridge, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Next up, we have William. That's awesome. For William, because I wrote it down at the top, I'm just going to do it how it's written, William. Does William have a future in writing if William gives it his all? So this is saying you need a little bit more experience. Page of Swords is in the reverse. The weird thing that's coming through for me right now is the Legends of the Fall character Tristan, who like traveled the world and, you know, people didn't know where he was for a couple of years and he came back a different person. This is saying there is going to be like a period of your life where you have this journey or this experience and you'll know this is what I need to write about. But right now it's saying it hasn't happened yet. And with the 10 of Cups in the reverse, it's like you got to get a little bit out of your comfort zone or you got to go somewhere. So right now it's like the things that you would write about won't be as compelling as what you would be able to write about after you take this trip or even move somewhere. What does William's future in love look like? Queen of Pentacles, that's somebody who's reliable and trustworthy. Hello, Quickster, how are you doing? And hello, Mariah. 5 of Swords, Temperance in the reverse, Sun in the reverse. There's a risk here, William, that you're going to think one person is the right person for you to pursue a relationship with, when in reality, it's somebody else. It's like you're too quick on the draw. You're too quick to make a decision. You haven't gotten to know this person well enough, and you feel like this is my person. Do not let eagerness to be in a relationship convince you to lower your standards. You got to get to know people. Because I feel like there's a risk in September, you're going to jump. You're going to be like, oh, it's September, and I think you're hot, so like, let's do this, right? Nope, not yet. You got to like get to know them because there is a fake potential partner here. Someone who is not the person you're supposed to be with. What steps should William take before getting into the relationship? Be on your own. Feel all the feelings. Let go of the grudges or the anger you may still hold on to from previous connections. Hello, William from Earth to Stars. If it resonates, go for it. But there is somebody else here named William. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. You did tell me that. Sorry. No worries. So 10 of Swords is in the reverse and the Ace of Wands. You become more powerful in your abilities to manifest in love when you let go of things from your past. It does not have to be related to love. It could be forgive your brother, forgive your cousin, forgive your boss. But you travel lighter when you're not thinking about how someone did you wrong. Anything else? There's just a decision that needs to be taken very seriously. It's probably what I was touching on earlier. You might be like getting to know 3 different people in September and be like, you're the hottest one, let's do this. Or I like the cut of your jib, let's do this. You look good in an apron, let's date. You need to get to know the people that you encounter in September. One of them is a very good partner. I feel like there's 2 of them that are not. So it's telling you to wear your Queen of Swords hat. That would be somebody who's very perceptive, but also has boundaries, right? Exactly. Hello, third eye. I've been doing stuff. I don't know, man. Got stuff going on. I'm tired. And what about more details about the person that William's going to date? This person has experienced loss. This person has made plenty of mistakes and they own up to them. I failed at this, or I had to change that, or I learned that was the wrong way to go. Not the kind of person to hide from their mistakes. They embrace it, they admit it, and they work from that. If you find somebody who's very attractive in September, but they don't know how to own their mistakes, that's not your person. This person's very honest about what they've been through and the things that they wish they've done differently, but they learned from it. All right, I hope that helps, William, and that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Let's see what we've got for Kaiser. This is the Romani Tarot. What are EK's true current thoughts and feelings for Kaiser, please? Strength. 4 of Cups. 8 of Cups in the reverse. I love this drawing of strength. It tells me that we've got somebody who does the right thing, even though it might be difficult. And I feel like there was something like a family obligation or a work obligation that got in the way for EK. But now things have kind of quieted down and it's like, I can figure this out. I can do something different. So how does that impact Kaiser, please? Is this like, now I have time for Kaiser? Yes. So I've gotten through some difficult chapter or a to-do list that seemed never ending. And now what I want is to know whether or not we can reconnect. Queen of Wands and the King of Cups, emotional and physical attraction. Knight of Wands in the reverse, maybe even a little bit of like, oh, it's been a while, you know, just it's a struggle to be a good person right now because I just want to be, how do I say this? Oh gosh. Feel like EK needs a little bit of loving. And then with regards to feelings, 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, 5 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like I cut things short or I didn't invest in our connection the way that I wanted to, and I'm nervous that you won't give me another chance. So what's coming through for me is the guy from Grumpy Old Men, who kind of like tells Anne Margaret to like hit the road jack, pretends he's not interested, but in reality he is. There were things that needed to be dealt with, but there are feelings here. So now that I feel like I've gotten through some obligation, I think about you and whether or not I could still potentially have something here with you. And what about true intentions? Devil is in the reverse, which is where we want it to be. Someone who has good intentions and wanting to move forward, but a little bit shy with Magician in the reverse. Like, I don't know if this is going to go the way I want it to, but I have an option to pursue you, and I feel like I've got to take my opportunity where I find it. Y'all are talking about ice cream cake? That's not fair. Okay. Thank you, Kaiser. Let's see what we've got for Lisa. What guidance do we have for Lisa, please? That's awesome, Erin. What guidance do we have for Lisa, please? Emperor in the reverse. 2 of Pentacles. 9 of Cups in the reverse. The Star in the reverse. There's someone here that you are giving the benefit of the doubt to, Lisa, that doesn't deserve it. You're coming through as this Queen of Cups, somebody who is loving, caring, supportive, or patient. But you're offering this patience and supportive energy to somebody who comes through as not having very good self-control, being a bit selfish, and maybe even manipulative, willfully uninterested in working on themselves. 10 of Swords in the reverse. This person is a distraction from the things that you are meant to be investing in. This person doesn't have to be a romantic interest. It could be a friend or a family member. But you're giving them the benefit of the doubt, and you're being asked to reconsider the facts. And what about for love? What does Lisa need to know about love, please? Ten of Cups in the reverse. 9 of Wands in the reverse. Knight of Pentacles and the 6 of Cups in the reverse. I see somebody who is getting out of their comfort zone. I do feel like they had a bad example or role model when they were younger about what love should be. And it's taken them some time to feel comfortable with being vulnerable with somebody, and that's what they want to be able to do with you. So this is saying be patient. This is somebody who, you know, is basically rewriting how they understand love, because I do feel like they were raised by someone who could have been very self-absorbed and had a lot of toxic relationships. Dang it. But we've got the Ace of Cups and the World in the reverse. It's like I've done things the wrong way in love before, but I feel a strong connection to you, and I want to be able to do it right. I want to approach it in a different way with you. So can we assume this person has good intentions? This is weird. It's coming through as like Swiss cheese. Which apparently lately is less holy than it used to be because of they changed how they're making Swiss cheese. Like less bacteria or something. But this is like, this person's not perfect. This person has bouts of like returning to like old teachings or ways. But this is someone who is determined to make changes. I want to be vulnerable. I want to do it right with you because I feel like you're worth it. So be patient with this person. Communication is super important. You may even want to set up something like every Sunday night we'll talk about, you know, how are you doing? Is there anything I can do to support you this week? And do you know how much I care about you? You know, like a little bit of a check-in. But this person wants to do right by you. They're not perfect. They might stumble, but that's okay. I totally get that, 8-bit. And I hope they treated you right. And thank you, Lisa. Does he think about his ex? Nope. No interest in the ex. Nope, nope, nope. I feel like this is someone who wants to focus on you. So focus on a positive outcome. You don't want to draw on the negativity. I think you can trust this one. You just need to focus on communication, and that will mean a big difference for the two of you. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for hyping if you're able to. And